Howdy. Today is January the 21st, so we're almost 3 weeks into treatment. Here's the calendar. We've got first day when things started and today. So far I've done first day of treatments, probiotics and such. The two, forgot already. 2 immune recovery and reboosting supplements. And now I'm on the antibacterials, the garlic and the berberine. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4 days of bacterials. And then this shit all ends. Whoa. The 9th of February. That'll be 3 weeks of antibacterials and 5 weeks of treatments altogether. So every meal is apple cider vinegar, sauerkraut, and then follow that up with breakfast and dinner. This thing, the immune system stuff. Same thing, 2 of these every meal. Garlic, 2 every meal, and berberine, breakfast and dinner. So it's a shit ton of stuff to remember, but so far so good. How am I feeling? Shit and amazing at the same time. Now, I've done an eczema recovery before. I know how this rolls. You start putting good stuff in, and bad shit starts filtering to the surface, and you start getting like acute symptoms all over again, as if your eczema is just flaring up. Now, I know what I have looks a lot like what I had the first time around, which was topical steroidal withdrawal. And very well that could be the case. I don't know what's going on inside my body. And but so be it. Since I've been on the supplements, since I've been on the probiotics, since I've cut out a lot of specific foods from my diet, for this short chunk of time, I've noticed I itch a lot less. I can sleep at night. I have dreams. I've been pooping a lot better, and I've been a lot less stressed. Now, that's a lot of psychological stuff because I'm on a treatment plan and I'm feeling better about having some direction in my life. But also, number 2, a lot of the foods are contributing to that relief and itchiness. So, and of course, being able to sleep through the night. But that doesn't mean that the eczema has started to dissipate and started to clear up. The only part of my hands that doesn't have eczema is the bottom part of my palm. I mean, I've got this like red sleeve syndrome still, right? And I'm hanging on with just what little I have here. But because I know that this is like this, you know, filtering out, I can feel it on the inside of my body. I'm noticing it in the way I go to the bathroom, the way I have less gas and less like any problems on the inside and less itching. So for me, things are getting better on the inside. It just has to take some time to show that on the outside, which is the surface skin. So once things start healing up on the inside, that'll show on the outside. That might take a few weeks, maybe a month or 2. But I'm not worried. Far from it. You know, I have my mobility in my hands. My friends know about it, my colleagues know about it, so I'm not self-conscious about it. I feel a lot better, and of course I'm not reacting to the supplements or the antibacterials, so I'm like super excited that shit is working. Unfortunately, this is just going to take some time. I notice it on my legs and my body and my arms and everywhere that it's still very much there, and that's going to be a matter of time and patience and taking these supplements. And I did get the stool test results back this morning. I have the urine test results, or the organic acids test. Now, I don't know what you're going to get out of it to look at it, but basically 5 of the 75 markers in the urine sample came up as really high levels. Things like, oh, you should be avoiding these foods, and basically that's what it was pointing at. the stool and of course that I had a yeast or bacteria overgrowth, so that there's some gut dysbiosis. So that's where Gojiman was saying, hey, you're going to have to be on some antibacterials, you're going to have to be on some immune supporting supplements, and of course some probiotics to promote good gut bacteria. So that's kind of where the treatment has been directed. Now with the stool test, basically I got an email saying, things look great, we proceed as usual. I was like, fuck me, like that cost the most expensive test. That was about $500 to hear someone say, yeah, everything's a-okay, you just have this strain of bacteria, candida, that's sort of out of control, and the supplements or the antibacterials you're going to need to take are in your treatment plan already, which is great. You know, if there wasn't that stool test and there wasn't that confirmation that, hey, yeah, you know, this is okay or this is not okay, I might have been in the dark about that. So I'm happy that I took the test regardless. So everything goes on as usual. I'm only 4 days into the antibacterials. I still have 18 more days, so I'm very curious how things are going to progress, because I have eczema all over and I just can't fucking wait for it to start to calm down, to start to reduce in redness, to start to basically disappear. And that might take a few weeks or months, but that's what I'm hoping for. Right now, I've been eating a couple of specific things. So my main staples are rice, red potatoes, brown rice, red potatoes. I eat a lot of salad and broccoli, lettuce, some apples here and there, and sauerkraut, and lentils, and avocados. So I have my beans, I have some protein in there, I have some fats from the avocados, and I have my whole grains and starches for some calories. The last thing that is like fucking packing a punch is the smoothies that I've been drinking for the last couple of days, which I think is contributing to some of this like surfacing of the eczema. The smoothie basically has a cup of berries, or a little less, some broccoli, some chlorella powder, maca powder, some molasses for sweetness, a half an apple, a half a banana, and just straight filtered distilled water. And it does not taste good. It tastes like ass, but it goes down because of the sweetness of the fruits, what little is in there, and that's really helping filter out the liver. That's contributing in large part to clearing out a lot of toxins. The garlic and the supplements are helping the immune system and killing the bacteria, but what's really getting the toxins out is the food. So right now, I'm just prepping lunch. This is not terribly exciting, but I've got here something like a pound of broccoli, which I'm going to eat that. Have some red potatoes cooking in the oven. I have some lentils left over, and I'll show you guys what I'm eating. Things are going great. I've been sleeping a lot better. It's not that I'm okay with having eczema so much as I'm at peace with the way it is right now. I've done the best that I can. I've invested this time, this money. I got my results. I have my treatment plan. I have shit on my calendar. There's nothing I can do to speed up the process at this moment. I was in a hellish place 2 months ago when I was like aware that this was going to take a long time and sort of unaware about what to do in the meanwhile, like what to eat, what, you know. I'm not exercising right now, by the way, because any movement to the lymphatic system while the body's sorting out, you know, the toxins in the body, I don't want to circulate it anymore. Once things start recovering a little bit, then I'll incorporate some exercise as per Gojiman's recommendation, and that'll help me a lot more than right now when I'm still in this sort of disease state and just pumping toxins through the bloodstream. I'm just going to chill out. All I do is yoga, I work, I stand on my feet all day, and then I walk around. That's about as much as I'm doing to move my body. As I was saying, I'm at peace with this. You know, I see my skin, it's not perfect. My colleagues see my skin, it's not perfect. There's nothing I can do about it. I've accepted it. I've decided it is what it is. And it relieves a great deal of stress off my shoulders. Now, I know that it's not nearly as bad as it was a few weeks ago or months ago. It's not nearly as itchy or as broken, so that has helped. But also at the same time, I know that it is a far cry from looking perfect, but it is pretty close to being functional. So for that reason, I count my blessings, and I count my blessings every day when I wake up, when I think I'm on a treatment plan. I get to eat, you know, foods that are going to help me recover. I know what I'm doing. I'm not in the dark. I'm not guessing. I have somebody who's looking over my back, who I've paid for expert help, and I've got the support of you guys. I've got the support of my friends and family, of my colleagues, of myself, my roommate, and I feel pretty goddamn lucky that I have something that has kicked my ass into fixing my life, that has kicked my ass into basically growing up and becoming an adult, and trying to sort out healthy practices so that I can prevent any future, you know, maladies. Like, this shit is a good red flag to have. I'd rather have eczema than heart disease. I'd rather have eczema than depression. I'd rather have eczema than diabetes. And if I had any of those other things, you bet your ass I would try my best to heal, reverse, and prevent it for the future. This is my obstacle, and I want to fight with this, and I want to fix it, and I'm really glad that I get to do it in a very holistic manner. So that's where I'm at. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you later. Peace.